Stop. If your blood sugar has been creeping higher, even though you are doing everything right, what I am about to tell you may frustrate you at first, but it may also finally give you control again. I have worked with older adults for many years, and I have seen the same pattern again and again. People follow the diet, take their medication, avoid sugar, stay disciplined, and still watch their numbers rise. And here is the truth that almost no one explains clearly. You are not failing, and your body is not broken, but you may be fighting the wrong problem. Because in many seniors, rising blood sugar is not only about food. It is about something far more basic, something most people overlook completely. Your cells are not receiving what they need to respond to insulin properly. And when that happens, blood sugar rises no matter how careful you are. I have seen this one change improve fasting numbers dramatically without changing a single meal. This is not a trend. This is basic physiology that has been quietly ignored. Make sure to watch until the end because I am going to explain the one hydration timing mistake that can quietly spike your morning numbers, and correcting it takes less than 5 seconds. Before we go further, tell me in the comments, how old are you? Where are you watching from? And have your morning blood sugar readings become more unpredictable in the past few years? The real problem seniors are facing. Let me reframe this in a way that may immediately change how you think about your blood sugar. Most people are told that rising glucose levels mean they are eating the wrong foods, not exercising enough, or not being disciplined enough. But for many adults over 60, that is not the full picture. Because blood sugar does not only rise when you eat sugar. It rises when sugar cannot enter your cells. And one of the most overlooked reasons this happens is something very simple: cellular dehydration. When your cells do not have enough water, they become less flexible and less responsive. Insulin still tries to do its job, but the cells do not respond the same way. It is like having a key that no longer fits smoothly into the lock. The key is not broken. The lock is just not responding. And here is why this matters even more after 60. As we age, the body changes in ways that make proper hydration more difficult. Even if you think you are drinking enough, your thirst signals become weaker. Your kidneys do not conserve water as efficiently, and many common medications quietly pull water out of your system. So you can be dehydrated without feeling thirsty at all. And when that happens, your blood sugar becomes harder to control, no matter how well you follow your routine. This is why some seniors see their numbers rise even though nothing in their diet has changed. It is not always the food. It is the environment inside the body. Why hydration matters more after 60. Now let us go a little deeper, but I will keep this simple and practical. Inside your body, water does not just sit there. It moves in and out of your cells through tiny channels. These channels help regulate how nutrients, including glucose, move through your system. As we age, these processes become less efficient. Your cells do not absorb water as easily as they used to. Your kidneys filter differently and may not hold on to water the same way. Your thirst signal becomes delayed, which means by the time you feel thirsty, you are already behind. And on top of that, many seniors take medications for blood pressure or diabetes that increase fluid loss. So what happens? Your body slowly shifts into a state where it is slightly dehydrated most of the time, even if you are drinking occasionally throughout the day. And even mild dehydration can change how your cells respond to insulin. When cells are properly hydrated, they are more flexible, more responsive, and better able to accept glucose. When they are not, everything slows down. Glucose stays in the bloodstream longer. Insulin has to work harder, and your numbers begin to fluctuate more than they used to. This is why hydration is not just about how much water you drink. It is about when you drink it, how your body uses it, and whether your cells are actually receiving it. And this is where most advice falls short. People are told to drink more water, but they are never shown how to do it in a way that actually supports blood sugar control. So let us fix that. The WTR protocol: water, timing, regulation. I want to give you something simple, structured, and repeatable. I call it the WTR protocol: water, timing, and regulation. This is not about drinking excessive amounts of water. It is about giving your body water at the right moments so your cells can actually use it. Let us start with the first part. Water. Plain water matters more than anything else. Coffee, tea, and juice do not hydrate your cells in the same way. Coffee can pull water out of your system. Juice can raise blood sugar quickly. And even though tea can be helpful, it is not a replacement for water. Your body needs actual water to support cellular function. Now let us talk about timing, because this is where the real difference happens. There are a few key moments in the day when your body responds best to hydration. The first is right after you wake up. After several hours of sleep, your body is naturally dehydrated. Drinking water at this time helps rehydrate your system and prepares your body to handle glucose more effectively throughout the day. The second is before meals. Drinking water before eating supports digestion and helps your body process nutrients more smoothly. This can reduce how sharply blood sugar rises after eating. The third is during the middle of the day. Many seniors unintentionally go several hours without drinking water. This is when dehydration quietly builds and contributes to afternoon fatigue and unstable readings. And the fourth is earlier in the evening, not right before bed, but a few hours before sleep. This supports overnight balance without disrupting your rest. Now, the third part of the system is regulation. This simply means consistency. Your body responds best when it receives water regularly, not all at once. Large amounts of water at random times do not create the same benefit as smaller amounts spaced throughout the day. When hydration becomes consistent, your body begins to stabilize. Your energy becomes more predictable, and your blood sugar often follows that same pattern. If this type of calm and practical guidance is helpful for you, take a moment to like this video and subscribe to Senior Vital Health. It helps us reach more seniors who are looking for simple and realistic ways to support their health. And I would really like to ask you, how has your health been lately? Also, if you are finding this video valuable so far, you can tap the Super Thanks button below to send a small token of support for the channel. Now let us continue, because there are a few common mistakes that can completely cancel out the benefits of hydration. The biggest hydration mistakes seniors make. Now that you understand the system, let me show you where things quietly go wrong. Because most seniors are not ignoring hydration. They're just doing it in a way that does not support their body. The first mistake is counting everything as water. Coffee in the morning, tea in the afternoon, maybe a glass of juice. It feels like you are drinking fluids all day, but your cells are not getting what they actually need. Coffee can increase fluid loss. Juice raises blood sugar quickly, and while tea can be soothing, it does not replace the role of plain water in cellular hydration. So even though you are drinking, your body may still be running behind. The second mistake is drinking only when you feel thirsty. This is one of the biggest issues after 60. Your thirst signal is no longer as reliable as it used to be. By the time you feel thirsty, your body has already been dehydrated for some time. And during that time, your blood sugar may already be more unstable. So relying on thirst alone puts you in a constant cycle of catching up instead of staying ahead. The third mistake is drinking large amounts at once. Some people realize they have not had enough water, so they drink several glasses in a short period of time. The problem is that your body cannot absorb all of that efficiently at once. Much of it passes through without fully supporting your cells. Consistent, smaller amounts throughout the day work far better. And the fourth mistake is ignoring water temperature. Many people drink ice-cold water throughout the day, especially in the morning. But for some seniors, very cold water can slow down circulation and make it harder for the body to absorb it efficiently. Room temperature or slightly warm water is often easier on the system, especially first thing in the morning. These mistakes are subtle. No one points them out. But they can make a significant difference in how your body responds, especially when it comes to blood sugar control. Common myths that confuse seniors. There are also a few common beliefs about hydration that can lead people in the wrong direction. The first myth is that if you are not thirsty, you do not need water. As we discussed earlier, thirst is often delayed with age. Waiting for thirst is like waiting for a warning light after the problem has already started. The second myth is that drinking more water at any time will fix the issue. Timing matters. Drinking a large amount late in the day does not provide the same benefit as spreading it out earlier when your body can use it more effectively. The third myth is that all fluids hydrate the same way. They do not. Your body responds differently to water compared to beverages that contain caffeine, sugar, or artificial ingredients. And the fourth myth is that more is always better. Hydration is not about extremes. It is about balance and consistency. Too little can create problems, but too much too quickly can also be uncomfortable and unnecessary. Once you understand these myths, you begin to see why many seniors feel like they are doing the right thing but still not seeing results. Because it is not just about drinking water. It is about how your body receives and uses it. Now let us talk about what you may begin to notice when hydration is structured properly. At first, the changes can feel subtle. You may notice your energy becoming more steady during the day. You may feel less of that heavy, sluggish feeling in the afternoon. And over time, many seniors begin to notice that their blood sugar readings become more predictable. Not perfect, but more stable. That stability matters more than occasional highs or lows. Because when your body becomes predictable, it becomes easier to manage. Some people also notice improvements in digestion, sleep, and even mental clarity. These are not separate benefits. They are all connected. Your body functions as one system. And when you support one part of that system properly, other areas often improve as well. This is not about quick fixes. It is about creating a better internal environment so your body can respond the way it is designed to. There is something important I want to talk about before we finish. Many seniors carry a quiet frustration when it comes to blood sugar. You follow the advice. You try to stay disciplined. You do your best every day, and yet, the numbers still move in ways that feel out of your control. Over time, that can feel discouraging. But here is the truth. Your body is not working against you. It is responding to the environment you give it. And when that environment is slightly off, even in small ways, the results begin to drift. Hydration is one of those foundational pieces. It is not complicated. It is not expensive, but it is often overlooked. And when you correct it, you are not forcing your body to change. You are supporting it so it can function the way it is meant to. For many seniors, this becomes a turning point. Not because everything becomes perfect, but because things become more predictable, more stable, more manageable, and that brings a sense of control back into your life. It also sends a powerful message to the people around you, your children, your grandchildren, that taking care of your health does not always require extreme changes. Sometimes it is about small, consistent actions that add up over time. That is how healthy aging is built. Please remember this video is for educational purposes only and is not a substitute for professional medical advice. If you have kidney disease, heart conditions, take diuretics, or manage diabetes with insulin or other medications, consult your healthcare provider before making changes to your hydration routine. Fluid balance can affect medication levels and electrolyte stability, and your care should always be personalized to your needs. Today we discussed how hydration timing, consistency, and proper water intake can influence blood sugar stability, why many seniors experience increasing variability with age, and how a simple structured hydration approach can support better daily control without adding more restrictions to your routine. Start with one simple step tomorrow morning. Drink a glass of water when you wake up. Do that consistently, then build from there. You do not need to change everything at once. Small steps, done consistently, can create meaningful change over time. If this video helped you, share it with another senior who may be struggling with their blood sugar. And if you would like to learn how sleep timing affects blood sugar after 60, watch the next video on your screen.